now.
What's what bill?
That's electric bill, right?
So I'm gonna explain it. Her lights got cut off.
You got a $500,000 check and you.
But listen, no, it wasn't right then and there. Okay. But it's over time because mind you, because mind you, a lot of my place she helped me get a lot on the back end. But in the time, like I helped her, whatever the case. I didn't know she was moving with a man.
I didn't move with the man.
Well, she moved the man in with her.
Yeah. After.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
After.
So he had you in the dark too?
No. This was before I met him.
Her business, so I don't know that he's not there. So boom, here's my logic, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say to her after I explain it. My logic was, all right, man is in the house. Boom, BGE get cut off. Right? I'm thinking like, damn. So she like, well, Rome. I'm like, well, I'll take my son with me. But that wasn't me talking. That was the girlfriend I had talking.
Oh shit! You ain't tell me that.
I never told you that because as a woman, you ain't trying to hear that. And as a man, and
how often do you guys think a situation like this happens, where a woman and a guy have a child together, they don't work out, a guy gets a girlfriend, and then the girlfriend out of nowhere has an input, and the baby father allows her to have an input on how he cares for his child and his child's mother. That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. A woman just walks by after your baby already made, your relationship done already been had with this woman. Y'all have your own life. Y'all really are like have your own family. And you let a woman who's pretty much an outsider come in and tell you how to deal. Okay.
You being me, I don't want to hear that. So I didn't want to tell you that because I'd have felt less of a man.
Unball your fist, Jess.
So yeah.
But now I understand him. If somebody else is smacking the cheeks, you pay that bill.
So listen. So the girlfriend was like,
living in that house.
So the girlfriend was like,
don't talk about no house.
So listen.
Now go ahead.
So the girlfriend was like, I took a certain amount of money out the bank. I did. She was with me. She like, mind you, the certain amount of money I had to call because I was gonna break it in half, give it to Jessica, and I take the rest, and I was going. Me and Ashton, that's all I did. Shot me and Ashton. So I was gonna give it that, but the girl like, why are you giving it to Jessica? I'm like, cause she need it.
And she like,
I never said
I'm here because of your money.
I never said the reason.
Wow.
I never said the reason. Yeah. I never said the reason though. She was like, what exactly does she need? Because I know you ain't giving her she don't need a bag or nothing like that. I'm like, no, it's something else. She like, well, don't she got a nigga living with her? And mind you, I'm drinking.
I also want to leave this message for the broke bitches that be in the back. When a man is dealing with his baby mama, you just come around, that is none of your business. As a woman, you shouldn't want him to put you in that business. You shouldn't have no input because you don't want her to have no input on how you dealing with him. Like those is two lanes that do not cross. Y'all don't have nothing to do with each other. So whether she got a man or not, she also has his baby. So that don't have nothing to do with you. And for Rome to allow her to do that, I understand now they is in a good place, and I'm glad. And it took for Jess to blow up because I could almost guarantee had she not blew up, he would not have came with this whole spiel that we have sitting in front of us right now. But let's continue.
You thinking the same thing?
I'm like,
you wasn't even thinking that till she said it.
I wasn't thinking it, but I'm drinking. But when she say it, because I'm not, like I said, bro, like wives and girlfriends, I've seen men crumble and go against their family because of a wife or a girlfriend. I seen it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Why you ain't ask Jess though?
Crazy.
Why you didn't pick up the phone and say, Jess, what's up with you?
Because I was a young, emotional boy.
Who had just ran into a bunch of money and a bunch of bitches came with that.
No, fuck the bitches. I'm hurt.
Now,
man got a lot
I want to keep in mind that he had just ran into $500,000. He had just ran into $500,000. So this is not a situation of you don't have it. This is your new bitch talking. This is your ego talking. That's what that is. And also the alcohol. That's what that is. And so I'm here because Rome has learned from his mistakes, but I feel like it's important that we highlight this because I feel like this is what fucks up a lot of homes. Bitches that ain't even finna be around for too long, sitting here worried about what you got going on with kids that you already had with a bitch you already had a relationship with. But go on.
Money, everybody done fucked me over, nigga. I got some money. I'm doing the fuck I wanted. I'll make myself happy.
Yeah.
And that's how a nigga went broke. Like, it was times where I'm not happy, but I go spend money just because I'm not happy. Like, oh, that car just came out like that.
Everybody except me fucks you
her.
over. You feel me?
Except her. So that was why I was like, and granted, right now on today, I'm gonna say I truly, sincerely apologize for not taking care of you the way I should have.
Baby, let me tell you something. As somebody who has felt like somebody owed them an apology for their wrongdoing towards you or just treating you like shit when you've had their back, when I tell you, baby, that is some of the most gratifying feeling. That's like a very gratifying feeling. Like, you owe me an apology, and for real, you need to get on your knees, bitch, for all the shit I done had to deal with from you, all the betrayal and backstabbing, leaving me in the dust after So I understand, but just as like the queen she is, she's just taking it all in. Good. I've been like, bitch, get on your knees. I'm just playing. I would have said that. I should have said that to who I should have said it to, but I didn't say that. So let's listen to the apology, the I'm sorry coming from what was a sorry ass nigga. He has grown, he has evolved, he's now a man. Shout out to him. But just listen to how this apology flows, and then you will see why I have a problem with it. You will see why I have a problem with it. It's almost as if he tells her, if I didn't shit on you, you wouldn't be where you are today. Like, what a narcissistic way to take claim over everything that Jess Hilarious has built. Like, she started off on Instagram, telling jokes, being funny, doing her Jess with the mess. The nerve of you. I ain't see you in none of them videos. I say probably in earlier years, you probably was in one video, but you like just did this. Like, so it had nothing to do with you. Maybe if you were supportive, she would have got to where she going faster. Not that it would have never happened. Like, please stop.
And I'm going to take my glasses off. Because for a long time, that shit hurt me. And it's like, I never, ever, ever, especially you, I never, ever, ever, ever meant to do that to you. And it's like now, that's why I work so hard today and just try to even just
give you
something.
Nah, bitch don't need nothing. You want to give her everything.
In due time, that shit gonna come back. I done made that shit back, went broke again, made it back, went broke again. But my biggest downfall, the common denominator, is alcohol and women. So that shit, them two problems never allowed me to really reach my full potential. Because even when I seen it a couple years ago, you seen it, 2019, when I was single, when I moved back by myself, I ran that motherfucker up.
Flourish.
I ran that bitch up. That's one thing I know how to do. I'm gonna run it up, but it be women holding me back,
and
man.
You know, somebody.
So I'm sorry that I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And a lot of motherfuckers say, well, that wasn't your job, that wasn't your job. I felt that was my duty. But because I had certain people in my ear that I thought had their best interest in me, but when that bag ran out, they left.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I'm not a sorry person. I apologize.
Okay.
You was
I appreciate that.
Person.
But listen, I was talking to a nigga. He moved in months after. You think a nigga was gonna move into a doghouse?
Thank
you. You think I wanted a nigga to see how I was living?
Thank you.
No. And when you say I asked you like, yo, can you just get my my lights on? I'll pay you back. That's when I was scamming and doing all that shit. That shit got slow too. So I'm like, all right. You was like, no, I take my son. Nobody taking my kid. Not even his father.
Like, as long as now that she don't need a bitch ass thing from you, you want to give her the world. When at that time she asked you, can I get some money to get the lights turned on for me and your son, and I'll pay you back. And you worried about a nigga that may or may not be living there when your son gotta live there. The fact that a nigga even lives with your son, I don't know how most women operate, but I don't operate under the basis you get to lay up in my house and I do nothing all day. That's I don't shack for that reason alone. I ain't finna tell no grown man what to do all the time. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, that's something that I reserve for my husband because I just can't. But you sit here, the man lives with your child, so he probably take the child to school, probably buy groceries and some more stuff and every other thing, toilet paper and soap to make sure they have in the house. You don't know what that man is contributing to the house. All you know is your baby mama called you, said the lights was off, your baby's in the fucking dark, and your ego wouldn't even allow you to be a stand-up guy and pay the fucking light bill, although you had just, for whatever reason, ran into $500,000. Make it make sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. That's fuck nigga behavior. And the only reason why you're apologizing is because of where she is now. And the fact that you would sit there and try to act like you had something to do with her success. Like, I feel like it just put a battery in your back. It turned you into a demon. It turned you up a notch. Support does the same thing. Support is, surprisingly enough, everybody thinks you have to go through a hard time. You got to be down in the dumps and you got to make it out the slums with nobody helping you. It's not to say she wouldn't have got there. She probably would have got there faster. That's what I'm saying. That's what I can't take. That's what I can't take. Finish telling them what you got to tell them, Jess, so we get this across my screen.
Into the dark, we was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still had candles. We was playing, we was doing all that. We would stay outside.
That turned you up a notch.
Until it got dark, and then we would go in the house. And he ain't never asked me why the lights ain't coming on. It don't matter. So as long as he was good, I was good. I just wanted to be able
to call you baby.
You know what I'm saying? And just be like, yo, get my lights back on for me.
And you should have.
Yeah.
But guess what? That made you a demon. And when I say demon, I say in the best way. That turned you up. And I got to teach my kids, especially my oldest boy, my 11-year-old, bro, like, I don't want you to have to go through something bad to learn a lesson. Right. I don't think everybody should have to go through something bad to learn a lesson.
Well, that's what your statement just says.
I feel like
your statement just says that she has to go through something bad in order for her to turn up. But you tell your kids you don't want them to have to go through something bad to turn up. You know how you could prevent that? If you be supportive from the gate. If you be supportive from the gate, they gonna turn up the way you need them to turn up. Like, but see, baby fathers be having this thing when a lot of times men have like a secret competition with women anyways, which makes no sense to me because in my eyes, we not your peers. Them men that be in the bathroom with y'all with them things between their legs, like y'all got them as y'all peers. Women is not y'all peers, but for whatever reason, they make you their peer and then they try to compete with you. The thing is, just straight to the motherfucking moon. You might not catch her. So all you can do is kiss the motherfucking ring. You might not catch her. That's all you can do is kiss the fucking ring. So they'll come around after the baby already grown and raised up. Thank you for taking care of the baby. Thank you for raising my son. I wish I would have been there. Thank you for raising my daughter. I should have been there. I should have did a whole bunch of shoulda, coulda, woulda ass niggas. That's what I can't take. That's what a whole bunch of shoulda, coulda, woulda ass niggas. That's what I can't take. I can't take that. That's why women need to start making niggas stand on their bad decisions. He said, I'll take your side or let that motherfucker take him. But Jess was like this. And then I know how it is to have your only child. That somebody talk about they about to take your only child. You like, But baby number 2, you want to take this baby, you come get this motherfucker. If that's what you want to do. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because you went half on this baby with me. Should have made his ass stand on it. Should have made him stand on it. To know what I know now, it's smart to make him stand on it. And then I'd have made him stand on it, I'd have been get Ash to make sure you pick him up after school every day. I want to see him every day, and you pick him up to take him back to your house. Where it's like that shit would have went on for about 2 months. The nigga would have been racing come week 2 to come give me the money for the light bill. You gotta make him stand on that shit. The fuck. You gonna let a bitch tell you something about your motherfucking child? I'm glad I gotta keep saying he's grown out of it because people was all in the comments talking about how they are so proud of where Rome and Jess is today. So that's a good thing. I'm glad they've made it through, especially while the child's still young, like Ashton not like grown and they still trying to figure out co-parenting. It seems like they got it down packed now, but this is very disappointing. This is very disappointing that you was on that type shit.
That battery in your back. And no, when that battery came in your back, you ain't treat me no way.
She could have.
It took still a minute for us to create that bond.
She could have.
But y'all have it now. And I think y'all both should give each other some grace because y'all was dumb.
That's the thing I ain't got good at. I got good at accepting an apology, but it's really nothing else left to be said after you give me the apology that you owe me. I really ain't got nothing else for you. You leave me for dead, baby. I might take a piss on you if you on fire. I might piss on you if you on fire. If I gotta go real bad, I don't know. But that's it. That's it. That's all I wanted to share about that. I just couldn't believe like the nerve of him. I don't like shit like that. What else we gonna talk about? We also gonna talk about